Welcome everyone, AdamTheWoo here. Happy Saturday. I am surrounded by the beautifulness of these trees. I am in Santa Ana, California, and I cannot help but notice that this tree almost looks like an octopus. It almost has like the tentacle-like eyeball-looking regions up and down the tree. Look at that. Is that an octopus tree? What is the plural of octopus? Would it be octopi? Well, I am occupying this tree plot of land. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the TheDailyWoo. I hope you guys are going to have a great weekend. My weekend is off to a frivolous and exciting and very early morning start, and I've been doing a lot of thinking. 2016 has not been the greatest of years so far, but that's good. It is good to get the unhappy, negative, sometimes bad things out of your system and move on. And it's kind of like things happen throughout life. Life is a very interesting subject. You have to take the good with the bad, the highs with the lows. And this week has been an interesting week, and also Christmas was an interesting time because I spent time alone here in California. I did not go back to Florida to visit for the first time ever with my family. I will be visiting January 20th through the 30th in Orlando, so I will be able to see my mom and my dad. Did not get to see my sister this holidays. So it started off with me having food poisoning on Christmas, or day before Christmas, and then having kind of a lonely Christmas and progressing into New Year's and 2016. So far has not been fantastic, but that is okay because I am keeping my head up and I am pushing forward, and they say the early bird gets the worm, and that is why I'm out here early today, wandering around an area that I have never actually set foot on before. The interesting thing about my life, the interesting thing about these vlogs, you're vicariously joining me on a daily basis, is the fact that we visit a lot of different new places all the time. Now, there are occasions I will go to like Disneyland or Universal Studios or theme parks and things like that. There is a percentage of my videos where I go to places that I enjoy more than once. But 99% of the time, we go somewhere new. We get off of the couch, we go out into the world, and we experience life. We breathe the fresh air, or the rainy air, or the sun, or the sleet, or the snow. We are like, together, vicariously, we are like the postal service of the vlogging community. And these trees are something that we have never set our eyes on. When I say we, I mean me and you together. Men, women, children, your pets, whoever is watching these vlogs together. And I must sincerely thank you. I am blessed to have you, sir. You, ma'am. You, children. Anna, Stephen, Henry, James, Thomas, Henrietta, Carl, Winslow. Not Carl Winslow, but Carl and Winslow. Been watching a lot of Family Matters. If I've mentioned your name, it was all coincidentally mentioned that way. I want to show you something awesome. Take a look at what is going to be over my shoulder momentarily. Take a look at this guy. It is a Turkic statue, and it is attributed to the Turkic and Mongol peoples of Central Asia from the 5th and the 6th century. Pretty awesome. And the reason I am so factual and I know all of these things that I just spewed out knowledge-wise to you is not because I have them up here. It is because I attempted to read them off of that placard like I so eloquently did. And they actually have all of these facts written down here. So I will continue to read off of this. Basically, this says, statues of men holding a vessel with one hand and a knife or a saber on the waist are found dispersed along Silk Road in Central Asia. Now, I have never been to Asia. I am predicting now, I am giving you a little sample of things to come, that the first half of 2016, I am going to be planning, harnessing my knowledge, and pre-planning a lot of road trips. And spoiler alert, this might not only be across the country, but also other countries. Abroad, not a female, abroad meaning out of the great US of A and into other areas. No, I've never been to Asia. I might go there. I might go to Japan. I might go to China. I might go to Canada. I might go to Mexico. Who knows where I will end up this year and in the following year. So when I read the Asia, it got me thinking, because the last couple of days I have been doing a lot of soul searching, and I have been doing a lot of mental spinning on what the future of me and the AdamTheWoo channel and this vlog channel together vicariously, where we will go, things we will see. And this is an inspiration, this relic of the past that we are talking about, because it brings new life. It breathes a sigh of awesomeness. I don't even know where I'm going with this. It breathes a sigh of goodness of what the future holds out of this guy's mouth. He is breathing. Breathe into my mouth, sir. Breathe a sigh of goodness. All of these cars that are driving by are thinking, this guy is psychotic, talking to this Turkish statue. Pretty cool, though. This is actually pretty freaking cool. And it's actually right here in front of the Bowers Museum in Santa Ana, California. Santa Ana, California. There are areas of Santa Ana, California that you do not want to get stuck in a dark alley on a late 2 a.m. romp. Trust me, there are areas of Santa Ana down that way that are not the best areas. I've wanted to go inside the Bowers Museum. It does not open until later today. We will come back at some point. There's something inside that I want to do a vlog on. In fact, originally, I showed up thinking that I would be able to vlog this early this morning, but this does not open until later in the day. So we will have to save that for a future vlog. And speaking of the future, I have mentioned I have probably given away too much stuff on my agenda of what the future holds. I do not know what the future holds. I do not even know if I will be around tomorrow. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, tomorrow I will wake up anew and refreshed to film another vlog, to bring something good and wonderful and happy into your life. But we never know what the future holds. All we know is what the past has taught us in our lives and in the history, and just move on, continue on, like a positive train, a train of happy goodness, a circle of goodness. But we will not be going in a circle. We will not be repeating ourselves. We will be moving forward and looking forward to the beauty and the fun that awaits all of us in life. All right, guys, nothing really more to say. Been doing a lot of thinking the last couple of days, actually the last couple of weeks. A lot on my mind, a lot of plans written down in my plan book on videos that I will be doing. It's going to be a wonderful year. It has not started off with the most exciting of times, but it's good to get, and they have not been horrible. I have not had a horrible last couple of weeks. They have just not been at the expectation that I thought they would be. There has been some things happening in life that, life is interesting. I posted this on my Facebook AdamTheWoo, Facebook /TheDailyWoo, I think is what it is, Facebook /TheDailyWoo, the AdamTheWoo community page. I posted that life is like a roller coaster. It goes up, it goes down, it goes way high, then it drops, goes drops and drops and drops and drops and drops, and then someone left a comment, and when do you puke? Well, actually, that happened when I got food poisoning for Christmas. Merry Christmas to me, I got food poisoning. But we're moving forward. Life is amazing. It feels amazing out here. Nice, cool, crisp weather. I have my sweet thrift store jacket on. A lot of plans for 2016. For now, the only plan I really have set in stone is going to Orlando. I will be in Orlando the 20th of this month, just shy of 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. I fly out on the 20th and I fly back on the 29th or the 30th. So basically 9 to 10 days I will be in Orlando, Florida. And then after that, I have a lot of announcements to make, which I still have not completely pinpointed what I'm going to do and where I'm going to go. But trust me, there is a lot on my mind, in my heart, and on the agenda that you guys are going to get very, very excited about. And as always, I really appreciate the help. AdamTheWoo.Spreadshirt.com. Patreon AdamTheWoo. It helps fuel this bad boy. It helps book plane flights. If you do not know how I book plane flights, I did a vlog a couple days ago how to get cheap plane flights. All of that means so much to me. It helps me go out and film awesome things, some things not so awesome, weird, wacky roadside attractions, theme parks, movie locations, filming things. You never really know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolate, Forrest Gump says. Sometimes I take the van. Sometimes I take a plane, the plane, right up there. It's all about living life, experiencing new things, staying positive, staying happy, staying committed, following your journey, and keeping the eye of the tiger, just like in Rocky 3. Never lose the eye of the tiger. Rising up, back on the streets, took my van, took my chances. There's some guy's pants sitting right over there. We've just ended a vlog. You really didn't see much, but yet you saw quite a bit. It's the eye of the tiger or the eye of me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I really love you guys, and I cannot express that enough. Thank you for the positive comments. Thank you for the constructive criticism. And for those who are true haters of this channel, I bid you adieu. You know where the door is. I'm going to get a do. But this channel is all about happiness. This channel is about staying happy and positive, staying on the good side of things. We do not have time for the dark side. It's interesting too about those who are not 100% on board with our circle of goodness that we have created here on this vlog. It's interesting why they stick around. It's interesting why they leave negative comments down below. I kind of thought about starting something called the Troll Patrol. Hashtag Troll Patrol, where they always say do not feed the trolls. But sometimes it is good to express your opinion to those who are expressing their uber negative opinion, when all of us, this whole community, this whole thing that we have started together, me starting with no one watching, and then kindred spirits, you joining along, joining me inside the van over these 3+ last years as I traveled around the country, sleeping in the back of this van in a cold parking lot, having a security guard rapping on the window and waking me up. All of this was why you started watching these vlogs. And I'm really thankful for the fact that everyone that is watching this currently, and everyone who has watched past videos, 99%, actually probably 94.5% are on board, are positive. But there is that 5%, that 3%, that 2.6%, if you will, that is not 100% on board. How can I win you over? How can I convince you to come towards the light? Come towards the light. Do not make the Troll Patrol come out of the woodwork. I don't even know what the Troll Patrol is. The Troll Patrol is not even a thing yet, but it might be a thing. People might actually take it upon themselves to start the Troll Patrol. All right, I've talked so much. I have so much on my mind, I cannot even think coherently. I really wish that I could express to you everything that is in my mind and in my brain and in my heart and in my soul. But that will happen over time. A little disheveled today. But tomorrow is a new day. Today is a new day, and it's still early enough. So I'm going to go out. I'm going to grab the world by the tail feathers. Hopefully the world does not scream too terribly hard or crow as I grab this world's tail. Why is the world a bird? Why is it pretty much an analogy of a bird? Someone should Photoshop the world with tail feathers and me grabbing them, because I want to grab the world by the horns. Actually, that would be good. A world with horns and tail feathers. I could be grabbing the bull by the horns and then also grabbing it by its tail feathers. And I encourage you to as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Love you guys.